Hi everyone. Hey guys, this is Nida Ghazni. If you don't know me already, and if you're here, you're probably here because you saw my video from yesterday's post, or maybe you've been seeing some of my more recent posts about the Conductivity Protocol. So I'm gonna give this a couple of seconds to let people come on. And now would be a really good time to tag your friends or share with your friends if you know someone who has serious health issues or other challenging health issues that they haven't been able to get past and figure out and solve. And I'm gonna share a really incredible protocol that I discovered recently and that has made some very unexpected, massive changes for me in my life beyond just what I went in for. So I'm gonna start out by just putting out a disclaimer that I'm gonna be sharing some information on here regarding your health and some information maybe in the medical industry or the health industry. And I wanted to just put out a disclaimer that I am not a doctor, and everything that I'm about to tell you is my personal knowledge, my personal opinion, and most importantly, my personal experience backed up by my lab works as a proof of results. So please do not take my advice as a doctor's advice or any sort of consultation in that regard. I am simply sharing something amazing that I have experienced that I simply could not keep to myself just because of how many changes that I've experienced with it. So like I said, if you have been having these challenges, I'm really glad that you're here. If you're here, it's very likely that you have been experiencing this for a long time and it's frustrating and you can't seem to figure something out, a solution out. And if you know someone who has health issues, now is a really good time to tag them and share this video. So I'm gonna get started. And I'm gonna get started by saying that, you've probably heard that saying from people about, it's 80% diet and 20% exercise. So if you watch 80% of your diet and you make sure that you've got that right and you've got that exercise part down right, you should look good. Because if you don't, you're not eating right. No, that is absolute and utter BS. And here's why. I don't know about you guys, but if you're anything like me, you've tried the dieting game and you've tried the exercise game. And I have too. And I have gone balls to the wall with all kinds of food modifications. I've gone vegan, I've gone alkaline vegan, I've gone raw vegan, I've gone high fat, low carb, blah, 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 blah. Okay, low calorie, deficit eating, working out, progressive overload, this, that. Look, it didn't work for me, okay? And I was watching everybody around me, like, building muscle super fast, losing weight super fast, like, effortlessly. And I was like, what? Like, I must be crazy. But intuitively, I knew, and I know, well, technically I'm kind of crazy, but I know I wasn't, right? And then, like, the doctors would say, you're fine. The lab works would come out and they would say, you're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. And I knew that I wasn't. Ultimately, I figured out a series of issues that were going on. Like, I had Lyme disease, and more recently, I figured out that I have a thyroid challenge. And so I tried medication. I tried food protocols for helping thyroid disease out. And it still wasn't making a difference. So when they say 80% diet, 20% working out, is bullshit. It's 80% health. 80% health. Here's why. If your body is not in a state of optimal physical, biological, neurological health, state of health, and optimization, no matter what superfoods you put into it, and how much calorie deficit you put into it, and how much you go crazy working out and deadlifting and squatting, it's not going to make a difference. You may see some changes, but what you're doing is borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. okay? So your body's going to start to say, okay, shoot, she's like giving me lower calories, less calories. What do I do? It's going to start pulling out storages from other places in your body to compensate for what it needs to give you whatever results you're looking for, but you're not going to be able to do it effortlessly. And it's going to cost you. It is costing you something. So if your hair is falling out, for example, that's not the time to start putting on stuff on your hair to grow your hair out. That's time to say, something's up. There's a reason why my hair is falling out, because my body's using resources somewhere else and saying, look, I ain't got time for the hair right now, because it's just not part of survival, my survival manual. So that's why I'm saying 80% of your results and your experience of life is based on your health, your optimal foundational health. 16%, in my opinion, is then based on your diet subsequently, and then 4% workout, okay? That's just the understanding that I've come to. When you have optimal health, you will find things to be a lot more effortless, mentally and physically. So I wanted to show you guys a quick drawing that I created. It's like a visualization just to explain what's happening when we have health issues. Okay, so let me take these off because notes. So if you see this drawing here and you see that this is your life. This is your life, right? This is a bubble of your life. And this is you, okay? And imagine you go to the movies. Imagine you go to the movies and the movie theater's packed, okay? So movie theater's packed and this is you and you are at the front row. You're at the front row, so when you're at the front row in the middle, the movie screen is where? It's right here. So what are you seeing? This is all you can see. You can only see what is immediately around you. Hi, Sydney. Thank you for coming on. Hey, girl. Oh, hey. Hey, Armagon. How are you? Hi, guys. Thanks for joining. So when you're at the movie theater and you're in the front row, this is like everything is like right here, okay? In the front row, everything of your life, every challenge, every experience, every joy, every pain, it's like right here. You cannot see anything past it. So if you have, and any concerns, you're like, oh my God, I need to lose weight. Oh my God, my hair is falling out. Oh my God, my relationship needs to be fixed. Oh my gosh, my eyes, I've got acne. Like everything is here in your vicinity. But you can't stop to take a stretch and reach out of that space, that box that you're in. Because when you reach out and you get out of that micro perspective, then you begin to see that in your life there are much bigger things that are looking out for you. They're seeking you. The bigger things are seeking you. And when you're so focused in your effort to fix these little things in your life here, these micro pieces of this big picture of your life, you can see why I'm saying 80% of it is the lens. Yes, the hyper focused rather than zooming out. Yeah. So when you're focused on fixing these micro issues in your health, whatever it is, let me do a liver detox, let me do a kidney detox, let me take hair, skin, and nails, vitamins and supplements, and all of those greens and this and that, the other, for whatever micro-focused health issues, it's not going to work because you're borrowing from Peter to pay for Paul. You're not really getting anywhere. You're not really correcting and going into the whole system. All right, so Sydney, totally, you totally nails it, actually. And the reason I'm explaining this, I mean, like, look, at the end of the day, the protocol I'm going to talk about, it's like the easiest freaking thing, and I could easily just talk about it in 30 seconds and then get out of this video. But I have an obligation. Hi, Jay. I miss you too, honey. I really do. We got to catch up soon. We got to meet up soon, okay? Let's make that happen. Thank you for joining in. I could have just created that 30-second video and let it go on, but there is a responsibility that I have around this protocol because it is incredible and you need to understand why. If you if and when you choose to decide it, which I think you will, you will need to know why you're choosing this over anything else, or why some other things haven't worked for you and haven't worked for me indeed. And the reason I'm sharing it today is because yeah, it's great for me to say like, oh my gosh, wow, you know, my hearing just went through the roof 4 days into this protocol, or my sleep requirements went down from 10 hours to 5 in 2.5 weeks. My memory recall has expanded to 3 weeks, day by day, right? Like I can recall day by day 3 weeks backwards right now. That's cool for me to say, but numbers don't lie. And so yesterday when I got my lab work back for my thyroid, and look, months, years of trying to lose weight, get healthy, get mental clarity, changing my diet, working out, trying to lower my thyroid numbers, trying to heal my thyroid, and nothing was moving. And taking my blood work 10 days into this protocol, and my thyroid numbers had gone down by half. That's proof, because numbers don't lie. And that's when I knew that I couldn't keep it with me anymore. So I'm gonna stop yapping about my shit and just finally tell you about this protocol already. So like I said, the protocol is so simple. You're gonna kick me for waiting this long to tell you. The protocol is, the struggle was intense, wasn't it? You stuck by your side the whole way. Yes, Sydney, thank you. I appreciate that. You're right. I have been extremely aggressive and obsessed with my health over the last couple of years. And I have tried everything and everyone. I've been to allopathics, naturopathics, Ayurvedics, functional medicine, and I have made progress. But nothing like this. And I honestly do not know what horse crack is in this stuff, but it's pretty unbelievably amazing. My cousin just got on it 2 days ago. A friend of mine has been on it in Spain for about, I guess, today's the 5th day. And what it is it's an herbal protocol. It is not an antioxidant, superfood, blah, blah, blah herbal. It is, you will not get this stuff on the regular. You will not find it regularly. And it's created by, formulated by an herbalist who happens to live near my house. And usually people start with the cleanse version. There's 5 items in there, and you just take a teaspoon of each of those formulas in water, mix it in, you take it, okay, in the order that he tells you to. Maybe if you have more of an intense issue, he might tell you to take 1, maybe 2 more. I know one of my family members who's about to start the protocol. She has very intense neurological issues. She has about 9, but you start with the cleanse package, right? And there's just 5 of them. You take them, and that's it. So when I met up with him and he said, you don't understand, Nida. You're not going to have to work out and diet and do anything. This is going to be one of those 2 easy things. And I was obviously like, gotcha. Let me just go home and try these out. It really is that easy. Seriously. I'm working out 2-3 days a week. Trying not to tax my body. I'm not eating less. I've lost 4 pounds. My skin is so much fresher within days. Effortless. Seriously. Effortless. That's the protocol. That's it. There is a suggestion, highly suggested for you to go alkaline vegan. The food guide is provided to you in terms of the list of foods that you should ideally be eating on this protocol. And if you're already vegan, you're pretty well set up. I will be honest and tell you that I have not followed that diet protocol, the food part of the protocol, 100%. I have on and off followed the water part of the protocol, which is to have alkaline water with it, which just makes everything that much more intense. Probably better for you if you have serious health issues. And it's a 4 to 6 week protocol. And that's it. That is it. Nothing illegal about any of the formulations. I'm not affiliated with the brand. I don't make any money off of this. I don't make any money off of this. I just couldn't not share it. And this isn't a joke for me. I need you to know that. This isn't some marketing gimmick. This isn't a joke for me. My own family is taking this protocol after seeing what's happening to me. And when I say to you that I'm only sharing with you 15%, maybe 20% of what's happening with me, trust me when I say, get yourselves on this protocol. And when you go to the website and when you see how much it costs, you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh and laugh and laugh and say, holy crap, are you serious? I'm dead serious. So before I tell you the website, let me tell you about some of the benefits. Actually, let me list some of the health issues that you may be having. Some of the most common stuff is thyroid, adrenals, memory issues, weight gain, skin issues, autoimmune issues, nervous system issues, diabetes, more serious stuff like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. The body conductivity protocol is all designed to optimize your body from a conductivity perspective. Your body is nothing but energy, electrons, protons, and neutrons. Okay, so it's running on its own electricity basically. And if your electric system is not functioning, all of these electrons, neutrons, protons, they can't fire off the way they're supposed to. A lot of these autoimmune issues are stemming from the nervous system within your gut, right? So your gut cannot therefore fire off the way it's supposed to. Therefore, your blood issues your blood and oxygen flow are off. Then all kinds of other things start, having a domino effect. So then now you're looking at other issues like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. I cannot claim anything about any cures, and nor can this herbalist. Okay, his name is Will LeBron. I'll tag him on the post. We cannot claim to cure anything. We just can't, obviously. What I can tell you is that the changes have been drastic within me and my friends and my cousin. Let me just list out to you. You guys have heard my experience. Let me list out to you my friend Chris's experience in 4 days. This is just 4 days. In 1.5 days, swollen lymph nodes in his armpits were gone by 95%. He had to wear glasses to manage dizziness and nausea, gone in 3 days. He started seeing colors in bright, high definition. That was within the first 4 to 6 hours. His sleep is now sound. Prior to that, his mind kept running and he would wake up tired. His eyes are actually bigger and brighter. I totally believe that because that's happened to me. And he has also become more articulate and more clear in his thinking. And I can totally vouch for that as well. My writing style has changed too. And I don't know if that was any proof to you guys, if that was engaging or intriguing to you guys, but the website is Gaia's, I believe it's gaiaslight.com, GAIASHERBS, gaiasherbs.com. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let me double check and let you guys know. You're going to go to that website and order, no, it is gaiaslight.com, GAISLIGHT.com. You're going to go there and order the cleanse package. His name is Will LeBron. If you think you have some serious health issues or a family member does, you're going to want to contact him. I'm going to link him in this video below. And you're going to ask him whatever he needs to, or tell him whatever he needs to know about those health issues. And he'll tell you whatever additional herbs you might need. And that's it. That's really it. I don't know what you're going to experience. GAIASLIGHT.com, Sydney. GAIAS, Gaia's Light. I'm just looking it up again. Yeah, GAI. That's it. If you guys have any questions, I'm here. And he'll be with you day by day, every step of the way. You're going to experience very interesting stuff. There's going to be lots of positive. There's going to be also what seems and may at times feel to be negative, because there is going to be an internal disruption happening within your body. Not in a running off to the bathroom and feeling shitty way, but in like a, oh my God, I can really feel everything is just changing. And things have really only started stabilizing for me in week 3. Like today was like an ultra moody day for me because I needed food. I needed like a lot of food today. And that happens. We're utilizing energy in a completely different way now. And what else? There's more. There's a lot more that I'm experiencing. I'm just holding back a little bit because I'm frankly unsure, and I'm a little apprehensive about how it might be received. And I also want to get a bit of a handle on all these new capabilities that I have now been given access to. Sydney, yes, integration. There is it's like, I almost hesitate to say, oh, my hearing heightened, because it didn't heighten. It came back to its actual capacity. The herbs are designed to remove the mucus from all of your systems, the excessive mucus, because we do need some mucus we have mucus membranes around our cells. So it's designed to remove the excessive mucus within the body, away from the cells, from your pituitary glands, from your organs, from your nervous system, from everything. And so once everything sort of gets that room to stretch out and go, and everything's starting to fire off, things just start happening that you feel are wow and crazy and wild, because we just haven't experienced them in a long time. So your sense of intuition, your sense of hearing, your sense of vision, like my vision is now 20/20. 3 weeks later, 20/20 in 3 weeks. This is crazy. This is really amazing. So you're going to start experiencing things on your own. Like my friend in Spain, he was in and out of the hospitals for 6 months. Doctors they said, you're fine, you're normal. Dude couldn't even eat properly. He couldn't move sometimes. He couldn't get up out of bed. And within like 2 days, I think he was starting to feel the stomach acid come back in. He was able to start eating some stuff again. Sydney's saying removes barriers, sounds like opens you up to reality. Yes, yeah. And I mean, Sydney, to be honest, I've got a trifecta going with this, where I've got the herbals, and coincidentally, at the same time I started the binaural beat with my audio track layover, and then at the same time I've got this alkalized water that I'm drinking with it. So everything's just like the complete trifecta of like pow, 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 pow. And I'm not even doing the protocol perfectly. I'm not even doing the diet modification part of it perfectly. So, I mean, if you take it to that level, you're already vegan, Sydney. I mean, I don't even know how far this could take you, how much sooner. And actually, for those of you wondering, what happens afterwards? You do the protocol, you become magical, superhuman being, then what? Am I going to go back to getting messed up again? And the truth is, you're human, and as a human, like I'm human, we are all creatures of habit. And it may be that we go back to eating the same way, or naturally we have certain routines and habits and parts of our life, and we'll be exposed to different things. Hey Maureen, it's okay, don't worry about it, honey. You can watch the replay from the top. But I basically explained the whole thing, so you can watch it from the beginning. Um, so when you get exposed to that stuff again, yeah, you'll be fine now. And slowly over time, you will get yourself back in that same place you were before. Because you've got to maintain things, whether it's a mental change, it's a physical change, it's a spiritual change. Everything needs maintenance. So what are you going to do about that? Right? You do the protocol, you feel awesome, you make some changes, and then if you continue afterwards the way things were, you are going to go back, and then you might even think to yourself, because maybe you've done something like this before, and say, well, that didn't work. And if you're anything like me, you eventually realize that you do have to continue maintenance on certain things. So there's a couple of ways to maintain this, actually. You could, after the protocol, maintain an alkaline vegan diet, which if that's who you are, and you can do that, that's amazing. That's beyond amazing. And that'll certainly work to maintain all of this. And that includes the alkaline vegan food and the alkalized water. You could also do a reoccurring cleanse. At time to time, you do the cleanse again, or maybe you decide to do a 2 or 3 day fast with these herbs, with just the herbs, no food. You could decide to do maintenance herbs like maybe once a week and say, hey, well, like I just want to maintain this, or I'm experiencing this. Which one should I take? Or if you're like me, who's very likely not going to be an alkaline vegan, maybe vegan but not alkaline vegan, and have moments of like, look, I need my tiramisu right now, and do not mess with this girl. Do not take my tiramisu away from me. I personally like to put the easy button on things as much as I possibly can. So I actually found one of the most amazing machines on the planet to create alkalized water. That will completely permeate your cells and keep these cells clean from all of this stuff re-entering it. And that is a standalone one-trick pony kind of a thing. You don't have to really do much more beyond it. I'm not saying eat fried chicken every day and then take the water and then you are going to be like perfect. That's not how it works. I'm coming from the understanding that you generally eat sensibly more often than not, and you maintain the alkalized water protocol, or a herbal maintenance protocol, or a reoccurring cleanse protocol. Like, you have to have some sort of maintenance plan after the fact. And whatever part of it that you're interested in, Will or I can help you out with it. If you're interested in the alkalizing water machine, that is my side of things. And if you're interested in the protocol only, that is Will's side of things. Keep in mind that you can do this protocol without the alkalizing water. You will still need to take the alkaline water on the protocol. More often than not, you can get Fiji bottled water. That's really good water. It's promoted by Tony Robbins. But keep in mind that the other alkalizing water is something that Bill Gates has 18 machines of in his house. Tony Robbins does too. Oprah has one of those machines in her house. The Obamas drink that water. So I don't know, if world leaders are drinking it, I guess there's something to it. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. Thank you all for joining in and sticking around with me for this long. I don't know how far I've gone in. It's oh my God, it's 3:59. So half an hour in. That's about as much as I want to take up your time of today. I appreciate you guys. It's once again GaiasLight.com, GaiasLight.com. Thank you, Sydney, for writing that in the comments. I will link Will into this video, and feel free to go straight online, buy the cleanse package. If you have more serious issues, you will need to get in touch with him for additional possibilities for herbs that you might need. Just start it. Just do whatever it takes and get yourself started on it. And then I can only be in anticipation to hear about how it works for you. Bye, guys.